What is up, boys? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we got ourselves another how to build, or how I'm going to build, Cell Max if I do happen to get him. So by looking at the way this man is kind of, I don't want to say built, because that would be saying the word built 3 times in the sentence, but the way he is built, I just read his stats over and his passive over earlier in the Should You Summon video, because this is literally was just dropped and announced the other day. And I've been working, so I kind of was a little bit behind. But the way I'm looking at building this Cell Max, with him being STR, he gets a guaranteed built-in critical in his hidden potential. So he's got a guaranteed 5. So this one's going to be, again, relatively straightforward. He does raise his attack on both of his supers by 50%, which is really, really good. And the way it sounds to me, just by reading his passive that you want to do, he has a guaranteed guard start a turn for 3 turns, which is really, really good. He gets the attack and defense of 100% on top of his key 3 or key 5 and 300, which that's also really good. But you kind of don't want to build him with dodge necessarily. I mean, you could do a little bit of dodge in him, but you more or less want to go the opposite of dodge. Because I'm looking at it going, he needs to do more attacks performed to raise his attack stat, and he needs to take hits to get his defense built up, right? And he's got a built-in 30% damage reduction, or sorry, not damage reduction, 30% crit chance when there's no superhero categories allies, which is really good. And he also has an additional 250 defense and damage reduction of 30% when all allies are super bosses, movie bosses, or artificial life forms. So looking at the way he is built, he's got ridiculously high defense, so he can tank. Every time he gets hit, his defense goes up to 100% additional, if built properly. Plus he has, like I said, that damage reduction. Plus he needs to do, and he has a 30% built-in crit. I think honestly with this man, you need to just go straight additional crit all the way. There's no more additional than crit, definitely, because he has a high chance of becoming a super attack, 1 built-in additional here, high chance of becoming a super attack here, launching an additional super attack with the same turn after receiving a super attack. So he could literally launch 3 additionals, all supers, on top of the built-in super he's doing from his 18 or 12 key you give him, plus hidden potential. So he could theoretically launch 5 supers in 1 turn if everything goes right. So yeah, you definitely want to build him more than likely additional super. I'm gonna say let's go with, being that this man is in fact Extreme STR, top left path, so he's got built-in 5 crit right off the rip. Top left, I'm gonna say go additional 3, crit 3, and then additional 3 again, so that's 6 additional 8 crit right off the rip, top left. If you get, this is if you get into 79 or 100%, this is not a 55% build. 55% builds, I will also specify what I think too, but so it'd be 6 additional, 8 crit, and then the bottom right, I'm going to say go additional again, so make it 9 additional, 8 crit, 9 additional, 11 crit, 12 additional, 11 crit, and then probably throw in 3 dodge. So I'm going to say 12 additional, 11 crit, 3 dodge, for his 1, 2, 3, 4 additional crit and dodge, 12, 11, 1. And then for his specifics in terms of the skill orbs you can do, I'm going to say go in slot 1 as a bronze. I'm going to go with myself personally, probably additional and crit, or just additional if I have it. Or I might even go defense, but probably more additional crit. And slot 2 is probably again going to be an additional crit, as well as, and in the gold slot would be maybe additional dodge in one of the 2 slots of gold or silver, but more likely additional crit all the way across the board, because we want him to be able to hit insane attack stats and do just like massive damage because of his defense buff here, plus how much attack he gets from facing when there's no superhero category allies on the same turn, which you're not going to have at all when you build this man. So his attack stat is going to be just ballistic. But yeah, I mean, that's relatively straightforward. Like I said, he's a monster. He is literally built to just hit and hit and hit and hit. That's what he is built to do. He is easily one of the better units in the game, if not one of the top 2 units in the game as of right now. He is the extreme side's answer to Beast Gohan, pretty much. So, but yeah, guys, I'm going to say go 12 additional, 11 crit, 3 dodge, and then for your orbs, go additional crit, and additional dodge are going to be my 3. But thank you guys for watching. I know this one's kind of a smaller video, because his passive isn't really too anything. Like, it's a lot there, but it's mainly based around offense and defense, which is realistically why he's so much easier to build in terms of what you want to go with, because you want to let him get hit. Pretty much you want him to get hit to get stronger. And with his passive, or not, I'm sorry, not his passive, his active skill giving him that huge defensive buff and pulling all the attacks towards him, plus that 30% damage reduction, and then 30% damage reduction here, plus this defense, plus all the defense you've built up to that point, plus that. He's just going to be absolutely eating everything. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in a little bit when his banner drops in about 4 hours. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys then.